Caught in a lie. I found out my husband was cheating on me the night I came home early from my sister's failed IVF appointment and saw him sneaking out the door with a cake. It wasn't my birthday. I followed him, rage and curiosity fighting for control, all the way across town to a house I'd never seen, a house where he was greeted at the door by a woman who looked so much like me it was almost funny, except nothing about this was funny. She had his arm around her waist and a little girl clinging to her jeans, calling him daddy. I stood there in the shadows, watching my whole marriage unravel like a bad soap opera, and knew I couldn't just walk away. The next day, I rang her doorbell. No screaming, no drama, just two women with the same haunted look in their eyes. She didn't know about me, either. Her shock was almost a relief, proof that I wasn't crazy. We sat at her kitchen table, drinking coffee while her daughter played in the next room, comparing timelines, receipts, and stories. Our lives had been running parallel for years, both of us wondering why he always seemed so tired, so distracted, so distant. We realized he'd told us the same lies, used the same excuses, fed us the same dreams about having a family, except she'd actually had his child. We decided we weren't going to be victims. We started plotting, not just to expose him but to make sure he felt the kind of betrayal he'd given us. We staged a confrontation at his office, both of us arriving at the same time, acting like we'd never met. He looked like he'd seen a ghost, twice. The fallout was nuclear, his job, his reputation, his carefully constructed double life, all in ruins. But the real satisfaction came from watching him try to explain himself, stammering, sweating, caught between two women who now only had loyalty for each other. After the dust settled, she and I stayed friends. We text every day, swap stories about healing, help each other with the aftermath. But some nights, I still lie awake and wonder if I missed something. Was I so desperate for a happy ending that I ignored all the signs? The biggest betrayal wasn't just his lies, it was the way I lied to myself, clinging to hope in a marriage that was never really mine. Now, I'm learning to trust my instincts, even when the truth is the last thing I want to see.